So I think Rodney Sadler has joined us again. We've got about 2 minutes left. Um, if any of my panelists want to say one final word, and then I'm going to turn it over to Rodney to close us out for the night. You all have been inspirational, informative, and amazing. So I'll just go around. Dr. Clegg, any final words?
It's been an honor and a pleasure sharing the panel with my co-panelists, Mr. Wilson and Dr. Green, and Mayor Roberts, for your thoughtfulness in regard to being the moderator and putting on the table a lot of really pressing, timely questions for us all to consider who care anything about this country, this democracy, and our fellow human beings. So thank you for the invitation. And again, I enjoyed listening to my co-panelists, and I wish you the best in regard to the future programming that's in this series.
Thanks so much. Professor Wilson.
Oh, well, thank you so very much, Dr. Roberts. But I would simply leave you with this, that there comes a time in every generation when a group of people are called upon to preserve their own destiny. Ladies and gentlemen, we are that generation. Our democracy, our freedom will not be given back to us by Congress and by legislatures. It will be by people who come together in different coalitions to get out and fight for what they believe in. And those people that get out and fight for what they believe in, truly believe in, will be the difference makers in this country. Many times we have gotten to a point where we really don't even care if we have good candidates or not. The first question we always ask is, can they raise the money? And most of the time, the best candidates can't raise the money because they have spent too much time out trying to make sure that everything went proper in the community. So they didn't have time to make those political connections. I think the biggest thing we can do also is we have got to take big money out of elections. And the way to do that, I think, is we need to go to public financing. And if we do public financing, everybody will be on an equal level. And if a corporation wants to put in some money, they will not be able to give it to that candidate. They will be able to put it in a pool of money that will be dispersed among all of the candidates. So it is critical that we get big money out of elections. All right.
Thank you, Professor Wilson. And Dr. Green is running to her door and come back. We've got final words, Dr. Green.
I am sorry.
No worries.
So one other thing I would say is vote, educate, be in community with people, because you'll be surprised how many people are out here who you might not think, but it's all hands on deck. This is our democracy. This is our nation. We need to fight for it. So thank you.
Absolutely. And no worries about the interruption. We're all on Zoom. We're all getting interrupted by children and dogs and normal life. So again, I thank our panelists so much. I thank our committee with the Reimagining America Project that helped put this together. And Cynthia Perry, Deb Zahn, Samantha Turner have done an amazing job. And there are probably more people on the committee I'm forgetting. But thank you so much for putting this together. And thank you all for spending your time with us tonight. We're inspired. We're a little bit afraid, but we also know we have the power to make change. And I think to close us out, I think I see Dr. Sadler back with us to talk about what's next in our series on voting rights. Dr. Sadler.
Mayor Roberts, it's wonderful to be with you. It's wonderful at all points in time just to hear from you. Such a fine job you did of moderating tonight. I want to say to the committee that has worked tirelessly on this, Deandra, who's with me on this travel seminar. Samantha, thank you so much for your leadership here. For the subcommittee that has worked on this group, that includes the members of the Alliance of Moral Progressives, I really want to say thank you for the way that you have worked to put this together. And Dr. Green, Dr. Clegg, Professor Wilson, it is wonderful to hear your brilliance and to hear about you. This is one of the most important concerns. Everything that we're working on with the Reimagining America project will be impossible if we don't have the ability to vote. If we can't motivate people to change the policies that are reinforcing the racialist paradigm that exists in this nation, we are at a standstill. So we definitely need to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to vote, that their votes are protected, and that the results of those elections are respected. If we can do this, then we can truly bring about the kinds of change that we'd like to see to make America truly the nation it was intended to be. Thank you all so much for all of your participation, all those who have watched, both live and on recording. And again, thank you so much for this wonderful program tonight. We have a charge, we've got a challenge. Let's live up to that challenge and make a better country for our children, our grandchildren, and the future of this great nation. God bless you all.